Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin Barlatt Rumer, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. The sun is shining. Taquan, I didn't do the weather last time, and I secretly think that subliminally I wanted to be, if that's even a word, I wanted to be a weather person, because now every morning I'm like, the sun is shining, it's rainy here in Philadelphia, but it is nice today. The geese are out. If you're from the East Coast, the geese are out, and they are aggressive animals. They are aggressive, and now they have their babies, and they're protecting my car for whatever reason, but the geese are out. I hope all of you are enjoying your morning. The sun is shining here in Philadelphia. I hope you are smiling regardless of wherever you are, and if the sun is shining around you. We are your daily dose of lifestyle news as we celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit. We come to you live each and every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern as we broadcast live from One Nickel Co-working, the Nichols Building right here in Manayunk, Pennsylvania, right next door to Center City, right around the corner from Ballackinwood, providing you with entertainment, trends, food, fashion, wellness, and much, much more. We love to start each and every morning with a reason to celebrate. Taquan, we have something kind of fun, right? Every penny counts, Taquan. Every penny counts. So it's National Lucky Penny Day. So if you add up enough pennies, you're lucky. No, I'm just kidding. Each penny affords you the ability to be lucky, which I think is wonderful. So we have a bunch of pennies. We don't use change so much in general, and I think that it's kind of interesting. So all of the guests that come onto the show, there's two options as it relates to parking. Now I'm going to get serious. There's parking down the hill in the lot that lovely takes debit and credit cards, and then there's traditional street parking. I mean, Manayunk is old school, has traditional street parking, quarters only. And so when you go to spaces, typically you're in the space where you're like, you know, I can put a credit card into the machine, and I put the paper on the dashboard, and the whole thing, right? Now we're an old school, we're vintage here in Manayunk. So you're going to need to have quarters. And very rarely when people come up, they're like, do you have any extra quarters? Maybe Jenna has something that we need to do, is have like a little bucket of quarters here for our people. I think that that might be a nice thing to do just in case, because there is that last minute scenario. People tend to be rushing around and they get the spot and then they don't have any quarters. That's the worst thing in the world. Anyway, this is not National Quarter Day. I digress. Back to the penny. It is National Lucky Penny Day. For those of you that have pennies in your wallet or pennies in your pocket, I hope that you enjoy. Every penny counts. Every penny counts. We all know that for sure, especially if you're in that entrepreneurial space. If you were trying to raise money for your favorite nonprofit organization or trying to start one on your own, you know that every penny counts. So today, we're going to be grateful for our pennies, and we're going to deem every penny lucky. How about that? So it's National Lucky Penny Day. So if you have any pennies in your pocket, consider yourself lucky and grateful, and walk within that grace and feel good about that space. Excited that we are here today. We have a very good morning message that really cements all of the guests that we have here on the show today, which I think is really wonderful. I'm going to get started. The morning message, again, giving you a reason to celebrate and a reason to be motivated each and every morning as we come to you live here from One Nickel Co-working. Our morning message is, falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice. Right? Do you feel that? And listen, I am unapologetic about my mistakes. I fail in most cases more than I win. But when I win big. That's one of the things that I kind of really carry with me. I'm okay with falling down, but I'm not going to stay down. And sometimes it is comfortable being in the valley. You're so used to being in the valley that you don't remember the hills. But I am telling you that if you fall down, it is time for us all to get up. One penny at a time, one step at a time, right, Taquan? And being able to figure that out. Falling down is an accident. We cannot necessarily control everything that happens to us. It's how we react to those actions that really determines whether or not we're going to reach our dreams, whether or not we are going to get closer to what it is that we want, and whether or not our journey feels as long as it is. Because in that space of down, right? So much is happening. So many people are talking at you, not to you, not with you, but at you, telling you various things about how you belong down, how down is a place that you should get comfortable in, how down is a place where you belong. Well, we all know better. We all know that up is where we're going, up that hill is where we're going, and we're prepared to work within that space. All the accidents, again, you cannot control. And if a lot of cases, those accidents is what makes us who we are. Without those accidents, we don't learn those life lessons. Without those accidents, we don't know that we should go right when we often go left. We need to be able to focus on getting to where exactly we need to go, and sometimes we start being lower than we'd ideally like to be. But it's about you getting up. It's about you no longer staying in that space. It's about you getting comfortable, being uncomfortable enough to find your way out, to find your way up. We provide you with this morning message every single day. And we know that even the strongest of people need a little voice of reason every now and then. I'm a heavily enthusiastic person. But on any given morning, you can catch me in a mood. Poor Taquan. Taquan, I don't know, babe. I don't know how today's gonna go. And then I get this morning message, and again, it is a selfish act. It is not just for you, though I appreciate that you appreciate it. It is also for me. For even somebody who works within this entrepreneurial space every single day, it may seem as if, oh, it's so easy for Cheldin, but I also need to be motivated. Falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice. It is no longer a choice that I am going to make. I don't want any of you to stay down. And if you need for us to support you in any way possible, you know where to find us. You can tune in each and every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern as we broadcast live from One Nickel Co-working, the Nichols building right here in Mannion, Pennsylvania, right next door to Center City, right around the corner from Barlatt Kenwood. We are your daily dose of lifestyle news as we celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit. We have a packed, jammed show for you today. 3 guests. I am so spoiled, but it will be so worth it because we are going to talk about being down and choosing to get up. So I need for all of you to stay tuned for more This Is It TV with the Cheldin, Barlatt, Rumer. We'll be right back after this short message.
Introducing Mainstream. We deliver blowouts, haircuts, makeup, manicures, massage, and more directly to your location at the tap of an app. You can also use Mainstream to book appointments at participating salons and spas. When you book with Mainstream, you have the freedom to browse your area to find the provider that fits your style and budget. Mainstream saves you precious time and money to focus on what matters most. Download Mainstream today and receive $20 off with the promo code MAINSTREAM20.
Everyone, it's Cheldin, Barlatt, Rumer, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. Again, we talked about falling down and that being an accident, but getting up is a choice. And now I get to meet these amazing people that encourage other people to get up each and every day. I am so excited. Nancy is one of my new best friends. Nancy, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Of course. When people are doing such good work, it is so important for us to share that good work with our This Is It TV community. So tell people out there the name of the business and then what you are up to. What is the name of the business?
It's Alumni in Recovery. Okay. It's a nonprofit organization, and it's all volunteer. And
really?
And it's otherwise known as AIR.
Okay,
just
AIR.
Keep it simple.
Yes.
Yeah, just AIR. Breathing in new life into recovery.
Breathing in new life.
That's
I love that. I love that.
But
yeah, I love that. So, is it an organization where people come to you? You go find people?
I have been finding people for like over 3.5 years now.
3.5 years. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
So what we do is we go into schools, and schools are our platform.
Okay.
And what I do is I organize young people in recovery.
Okay.
To go into the schools to talk about drugs and alcohol, where they were at when they were their age.
Right.
And these are young people that are local to the schools. So it was time to get the recovery community to gather together and go into the schools and talk to kids.
Wow.
about,
So what age group are you talking to?
Well, basically anywhere from middle school to high school.
Wow. And those are the areas, right? That's where temptation kind of gets.
Absolutely. Well, it's where
to the
I was
space.
at when I was that age.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
and I wish somebody came into my school when I was young,
Yeah.
and I'm like way older now. Like I'm, 70s.
And you
like
see
we're
the
talking
skin,
in
it's
the
beautiful.
70s.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's such, but that's the truth. It's that space, right? That's where the temptations become relevant, and that's where everything,
Absolutely.
you know?
I mean, this day and age,
Yeah.
I mean, we're so disconnected.
Yeah.
And we're sometimes feeling so lonely,
Yeah.
kids. And I know when I was that age, I just
Yeah.
wanted to fit in so badly.
Yes.
So anyway, so I decided that I was too old to go into schools and talk to the kids.
Yeah.
Be my age. But, but the young people could identify with the people in recovery that are young. And thank God we have more and more people that are young coming into recovery.
Right.
See, I've worked in the field a long time.
Yeah.
I've worked like for over 20 years in addictions.
Yeah.
And little by little, I saw more and more young people.
Yeah.
I mean, the heroin epidemic
Of course.
had caused that, the opiate epidemic.
Yes, absolutely. And really being important about, you talked about having young people come into the space. Obviously she's captivating and can captivate any age group, but having the messenger, be somebody that people can relate to.
Absolutely.
And speaking a language that they can understand. How important is that to
Exactly.
your organization?
That's vital to our organization. And
Yeah.
the thing about recovery is nobody knows the face of recovery.
Right.
Because everybody's been in church basements, keeping it anonymous.
yes.
And that's good, and that's important to get sober and clean and to work a program of recovery.
Right.
But at the same time, these people know what their triggers are. They know what their root issues are.
Yeah.
So they can go and they can talk to the kids and identify that those were the issues that were triggering them off.
Yes.
And then these kids can identify with them.
Yeah.
And then they can see they're not alone.
That they're not alone. That they're
It's
not
so
alone.
important to connect others.
Yes, and it's not enough. I love to, one of the things that, I always think about it, it's not enough to just be a poster. It's not enough to be a poster in a hallway, to be, an announcement that's made on the overhead announcement and it kind of like disappears. It's about having that impact and going into the schools. So part of the organization is actually to hold, whether it's assemblies. Tell me exactly.
They do assemblies, they go in, and so we're very flexible.
Okay.
We have had 53 young people to date that have been involved in the last 3.5 years, and right now we have like a core group of about 20.
Right.
And it's Bergen County, New Jersey right now, where we got started, but we're growing outward. And the thing is this could be started in any town, any community. All we need is a recovery community that wants to, take the AIR guidelines and create one in their community.
Right, and you don't know what you don't know. So being able to know that you're on the other side of it and that you can be able to give back in that way is so empowering and probably helpful in your recovery journey as well.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And so this is typically all school year, or are you doing
The
it
school year.
Okay.
And I've noticed that, it's so nice because, the school administrators are, getting on board little by little. It's, we have to end the stigma.
Yes.
There is such a stigma around addiction.
yes.
And it is within the schools and everybody, because nobody sees the face of recovery. Once you get to see the face of recovery and see that, we're just citizens in the community.
Citizens in the community.
Absolutely. Doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, but the police are getting on board.
Yes.
Because they have police within the schools all the time. So it'll continue to grow just because good breeds good.
Good breeds good. Good breeds good. And we're going to continue to breed that good because I know that you have some folks that are joining us here today, right? Noel, Raheem, right? My people that are joining us here today that are going to speak to it and being part of the organization and what that looks like. I want you just to speak to, again, because we follow Fannin like you and Jenna, we're going to continue to share your information with what we have going on there and encourage other people, especially those that are in that recovery space, to be able to give back and be able to contribute to their communities, even start, to be able to share this information. Where can people find this information?
Okay. We have a website. It's www.alumniinrecovery.org.
Okay, love that.
And we also have a Facebook page which has a lot of live video feed of them speaking in the schools, and that's Alumni in Recovery Facebook page.
I love that. Okay, good.
So that you can find and connect to me. I would be happy to talk to you if you were interested. And,
okay, good.
And just if we can get more people involved.
Absolutely, and that's really what it's about. It's about building that community. So we're going to talk to two individuals from the community and what they're doing and their story as well when we get back with more This Is It TV with Cheldin, Barlatt, Rumer. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's awesome. What do you want to try? 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 What do you
Mainstream. We deliver blowouts, haircuts, makeup, manicures, massage, and more directly to your location at the tap of an app. You can also use Mainstream to book appointments at participating salons and spas. When you book with Mainstream, you have the freedom to browse your area to find the provider that fits your style and budget. Mainstream saves you precious time and money to focus on what matters most. Download Mainstream today and receive $20 off with the promo code MAINSTREAM20.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin, Barlatt, Rumer, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. Taquan and I always say that our breaks should be recorded because they're that wild and they're so fun. But that's when we're living in joy and sharing joy. Welcome back to This Is It TV. My Raheem the Dream is here. I know, I didn't even plan that. According to Instagram, that is his name. And according to life, you are living the dream. And I appreciate that you are here. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Now, you have worked with Air for quite some time?
Yes, since the beginning. Yes.
I love that. He's vintage. He's part of the family. Now, were you part of the journey as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been sober for 7.5 years now.
Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. And why was it important for you, especially being part of that journey? I'm sure it's easy to be in oneself, right? I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to be able to take care of myself. Why was it important for you to be part of an organization to give back?
Mainly for me because I remember what it was like being in high school.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
There's times where it's just awkward. You know, there's times where I felt alone and that nobody would understand what it's like to be me or to have these feelings and these thoughts.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to just give back what was given to me.
Yes.
And when Nancy approached me with that opportunity, I was on board.
Yeah.
And it's been great to see and the response from the young people in high schools. Because at first I was a little iffy and I was like, I don't know if this is really going to work.
Right, if they're going to respond.
Yeah, but they responded they listen.
Yeah.
They're listening.
Do you find that they are actually thirsty for information? Because I feel like you don't know what you don't know, and you feel alone in that space. But when you come and you provide them with that information, do you find that they welcome, what it is that you're giving them?
They definitely do.
Yeah.
Usually when we speak, we have some time at the end for questions. They can ask us anything they want to ask. And some of the questions we get are mind-boggling.
Really?
Like, these kids are so smart. And they want the information. And they want the help.
Yes.
And that's what we're there for. And I think the beautiful part is that I've seen a few kids actually take that information and go get the help that they needed. And
that's important. Again, being accessible. They don't know. A lot of us kind of sit in a space. We know, so many of us know what we should be doing, but we don't know or have the resources to actually do it. And so you going to them is so super important. We know that you're local to us. Now, he knows where we are and we know where he is. So now, ideally, you'll come back and be able to talk to us and be able to continue to share this message. Or now, are you traveling around and spreading this positive word? Is that what's happening?
Well, yes, I recently moved to King of Prussia.
Yes, yay. Yes.
And whenever there's an opportunity, I go back up to North Jersey and I'll speak. And without hesitation.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I'm hoping that, folks that are out there, we have a huge PA, Pennsylvania community out there, and I'm sure, and even some nonprofits that I'm on the board of may really benefit from having you and Air come into the school systems and begin to have these conversations. Because again, I think that there is a void there. There is a void in these opportunities where you can have frank conversations being delivered in a lot of different ways from an array of different people. If they're coming from elders, that's one thing. If they're coming from teachers and coaches, that's one thing. If they're coming from African Americans, Hispanics, whites, black. You want that diverse nature so there is no void in the people that you are speaking to. They can see themselves in you. And I think that that's wonderful. So you're feeling good. I
feel great.
And Raheem the Dream. If you want to follow Fan and like him on Instagram, we're stalking. I can't control anything.
This is a great call.
Is it good?
It's good.
I made it myself.
Good job.
We're so excited. We have one more guest. Oh, Raheem. It has begun. My friend, now he's stuck with me. He doesn't even know it, but he is so stuck with me. We have one more guest from the AIR team that's going to be here to talk about her contributions to what's going on in the community. We'll be right back after this brief message.
Introducing Mainstream. We deliver blowouts, haircuts, makeup, manicures, massage, and more directly to your location at the tap of an app. You can also use Mainstream to book appointments at participating salons and spas. When you book with Mainstream, you have the freedom to browse your area to find the provider that fits your style and budget. Mainstream saves you precious time and money to focus on what matters most. Download Mainstream today and receive $20 off with the promo code MAINSTREAM20.
Goodness, welcome back to This Is It TV. I'm Cheldin, Barlatt, Rumer, and this is it. I told you every single break, it might as well be a party in here. We are continuing to talk about joy. We're going to continue to talk about getting up when you are down. Hello, my beautiful friend.
Hello.
Hi. And again, you are part of the AIR organization, and you're really working towards being able to help people within the school systems and young people and really giving them that voice of reason when they're going through this hardship. Now, did you have to go on this journey yourself?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So how long has it been?
Saturday was 3 years.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yes.
And every day it's work, correct?
Yeah, every day I have to do
work.
something for my recovery.
Yeah. And I think that it's important that people understand that it's a process, you know, that it's not one of these kind of one meeting kind of scenarios, one assembly will change your life kind of scenarios. Is it truly, do you believe that it is true commitment to yourself and to your plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, if I fall off and I stop working towards my recovery, I'll just go back to that darkness that I was in.
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned the light before.
Yeah.
And now that I'm in recovery, even if it's raining every day, I have the light within me. You know,
it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so important. And some of these young people, the people that you talk to, the people that you travel to go see, the school systems that you speak within, they're in that dark place. You know, they're in that dark place. Is it important for you to be able to identify those key young people and really speak directly to them?
Yeah. So what we do and how we do it is that we talk about the feelings, like, and I had to really reflect on that. Like, how did I feel when I was in high school or middle school? Because I too never thought that I would have a problem. You know, especially like being a young person and partying. I thought partying was normal. You know, but the way that I was partying and the way that I was drinking was completely not normal. But I had no idea.
You had no idea.
And we had DARE, we had, you know, we read about stuff in health textbooks. But like you said, like if the power of a story, like nothing compares to that. You know, it's like we don't write a script when we go to the schools. We just share straight from our heart.
You know, I love that. And I think that that's important. It's that authentic voice that people need and they need to hear. And I think that especially at that young age, they can tell. You know, they can tell if it's scripted. They can tell if it's coming from an unauthentic place. They can tell if you are just being a hired gun to kind of go around and share this message, or if it's coming from your own personal journey, which I think is just so amazing that you lend your time, and so amazing. And I know the organization is based on volunteers, and being able to support the organization through people donating their time and raising funds and being able to do that. So we're going to continue to share out that information. So hopefully folks can begin to donate and begin to contribute, whether it's their time or whether it's financially, because I'm sure that would be helpful as well. You talked a little bit about the act being, the act of abusing substances not necessarily being about the act, right? It's about what's going on with you and how you feel. Right. And so often, especially with everything that's going on in the world, people aren't equipped to kind of talk about how they're feeling. Or is it a situation where when you go into these schools, you allow for these children to feel comfortable, or these young people to feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We allow them to feel comfortable because we share our uncomfortability.
Yes,
like you said, like you have to get uncomfortable to get out of that valley and like get up, to the top of the mountain.
Yes.
So when we just share our raw, honest truth about like how we felt, how we thought that nobody would ever understand, they can really relate to us, especially like going through adolescence and high school and figuring out who you are, and figuring out, are my friends just the people who I drink with, or do they really care about me?
Right.
And we know that because we've been through it.
Yeah, and I think that that's important. Again, coming to them in a serious space, coming to you in a positive space. So I know that, again, if you know someone in your space, in your life, and things are hard, and things are going hard, and they're in that difficult space, and you're worried about whether or not, a young person in your life, is getting the right information, AIR might be an organization that you need to call, right? And being able to get in touch with you. I know that Nancy had given the website and given the Facebook information, so we'll make sure to do that and share that as well. Both yourself and Raheem are just amazing young people yourself. I mean, I can say that because I'm not all that young people yourselves, to be able to donate your time. How important was it for you to be able to say, even though I'm on my own journey, I can find the time to give back? How important was that?
Yeah, in the beginning it was difficult for me, but when I was in front of a group of 8th graders one morning in the beginning of my journey, just sharing my message, it just filled me with so much hope, because I could change one person's life, just by sharing my story. So, I want to share hope, I want to share those difficult times so that nobody else has to go through that.
Nobody else has to go through it. And we're talking about 8th grade. We're talking about that is the space that these conversations need to happen. That is the space where we need to be authentic and honest about what's going on in the world and their exposure to what is actually happening. And we are so grateful that your organization, that AIR, is doing this and looking to grow, because I want all of our folks out there at This Is It TV to be able to support everything that you've got going on, and put you both to work and make sure that there are more places where you can begin to spread this message. We're so grateful. We're so grateful that you were able to join us. Oh, I'm so excited. Again, this is what we were talking about. Falling down is an accident, but staying down is a choice. Here at This Is It TV, we want to encourage you to move forward in a positive space. We want to encourage you to follow, fan, and like everything that AIR has going on. We're going to make sure that we share all of that information with you so you can get in touch. Today was a wonderful show. We are so excited that you were able to join us. Make sure you follow, fan, and like us at This Is It TV. If you are interested in being on the show, or if you have a topic that you'd like for us to discuss, don't forget to email us at tv@i-gcreative.com. Well, that's all we have here today. From all of us here at This Is It TV, I'm Cheldin Barlatt Rumer. We'll see you tomorrow with more. Take care.